Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the MJ Innocent podcast. I'm your host, Moonwalker Tanya. Alright, so I want to say thank you to Teresa and MJJ Facts on Instagram for giving me this information. So as you guys know, I've been kind of concerned about this for a while, and it has been confirmed that the biopic is not going to be split into two parts. Now, as for my thoughts on this, here's something that I wish they did instead. I wish that they would use The Jacksons and American Dream as part one of the biopic, because a lot of fans haven't seen this movie. And I think it's amazing. And I heard that the biopic, they're going to start at Michael's birth, and I think go up to, I think I heard possibly Dangerous. But of course, I don't really stay up to date on everything, because like I've mentioned many times before, I'm very old-fashioned. I was just going to wait for the trailer, and then possibly the teaser, and then go to the movie theater and see it. And since the Jacksons and American Dream did an amazing job from the time that Joseph and Catherine met to where all the kids were born and the Jackson 5, and it even went into Michael's solo career a little bit, like when it came to Thriller. I mean, that's why I felt like the biopic could have started where An American Dream left off. So what would have to happen is, if they did it this way, is whoever owns the rights to the Jacksons and American Dream would have to approve of it being released in the movie theater, which I think that would be a good idea. They could think of that as part one. And then for part two, they could start, I want to say, start from Bad and then go all the way up to 2009, maybe a little after. And I think that way they could spend the 3.5 hours talking about Michael's life between Bad and 2009. And a little further. But not too much further after that. So, am I concerned about it being one film? Yes. Do I still think it's going to be a success? Yes. But the film is going to be 3.5 hours long. So, I don't know. It makes me wonder what's not going to be in the film. And like I mentioned before, I hope they don't focus too much on the negative stuff that we've heard many times before. You know, I want people, not just fans, but even people who are new to Michael, that they find out like how he really was, like the family guy, a wonderful father, a humanitarian, a genius, a businessman. You know, that's the Michael Jackson that needs to be told. And I heard that there could be, I think, 30 songs in the biopic. I also heard a rumor that there might be unreleased music, but you guys know my thoughts on that. I have mixed feelings. Let's see, what else? Now, I did hear something about, like when I said that the biopic might go up to Dangerous, I heard that, you know, there was that issue with the 93 allegations, so I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with that. But I think leaving out History and Invincible, I mean, those were big moments in Michael's life, so I'm not sure how they're going to do it. But I don't think a one film that's 3.5 hours long is enough to tell Michael's story. And of course, there was also that rumor that we were going to have an hour and a half of performance footage. So, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see when it comes out. You know. Because like I said, you know, I'm still excited about it. I have concerns, which is expected. But, you know, I think it will be great. So what do you guys think about these concerns? Do you think that I might be overthinking it, or do you think that they are valid? You know, what are your thoughts on this? Are you okay with it just being one film, or are you disappointed that it's not being split? Yeah, so let me know.
Hey, can I pop in?
Oh, sure, Tubby, come on in.
Hello, friends. Just wanted to hop on here real quick and say hi.
Yes. Oh, and also don't forget that on August 20th, Teresa and I are going live on her channel.
Hope to see you there, friends. And if you love the content, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And here's a hug. Alright guys, we'll see you in the comments.